Born on June 11, 1922, Dr. Gerald M. Kramer was an internationally renowned practitioner, teacher, and lecturer, a lifelong champion of continuing education and excellence in dentistry. In addition to maintaining a private practice for 45 years, Dr. Kramer shared his broad knowledge with others during his tenure as professor and chairman of the Department of Periodontics at Boston University School of Graduate Dentistry, and more recently, in his role as co-director of the Institute of Advanced Dental Studies and co-editor of the International Journal of Periodontics and Restorative Dentistry. He received numerous awards, including the Master Clinician Award and the Gold Medal Award, presented to him by the American Academy of Periodontology. But when asked of his proudest accomplishment, Dr. Kramer spoke of the number of students he had the privilege of teaching. He helped train more than 400 periodontists. He felt the accomplishments of his students would be his legacy to dentistry. Gerald Kramer, Mel as he preferred, was not only an outstanding role model for me, but a close friend. He was both creative and inspirational, and lived a life as a Renaissance man who cherished his family and friends. He was open to new and diverging thoughts and always a willing candidate for debate. A skilled surgeon and dedicated educator, Mel was never completely satisfied and instilled his curiosity in all of us. Every student desired to emulate this elegant individual who ran the race like few others, Dr. Myron Nevins. By any measure, Dr. Kramer was an extraordinary individual, whether as a practitioner, teacher, lecturer, author, department chair, board member, editor, friend, father, or husband. He touched the lives of countless people who have admired, respected, and loved him. Throughout all these roles, there has been one constant theme: excellence. He pursued it for himself, and he instilled it in those of us fortunate enough to have studied with him. His influence on our lives is vast and deep. For many of us, he always seemed larger than life. Dr. Michael Stiglitz. I will never forget my first experience with the American Academy of Periodontology Foundation. I was at the AAP annual meeting in Boston in 1998 and had just completed my interview for the Gerald Kramer Award. As luck would have it, I was fortunate enough to win the award, and a few months later actually got to spend time with Dr. Kramer at his home outside of Boston. His wife Sylvia and his daughter Leslie made me feel at home, and Dr. Kramer shared his basement full of periodontal slides with me. I hope future recipients truly appreciate the significance of this award and the man for which it was named, Dr. Chris Richardson, 1998 Kramer Scholar. Dr. Kramer had a unique, strong, and complex personality that attracted colleagues' attention and admiration. He gained recognition as an outstanding academician and clinician whose quest for excellence and perfection were contagious. Mel was a wealth of knowledge who knew what made each one of us tick, and then he instinctively communicated with all of us in a manner that made each of us feel special. Dr. Kramer was a man of great intellect and vision, whose teachings and messages are not lost because of the impact he had on so many of his residents, colleagues, and the profession. Dr. Stephen A. Pollins. Throughout his long and distinguished career, Dr. Kramer relied on the unwavering support and counsel of his wife, Sylvia. Students and professionals have benefited from her genuine interest in them and her warm hospitality. In honor of their life of service, family members, friends, and colleagues of the Kramers were proud to create this scholarship. The Dr. and Mrs. Gerald M. Kramer Scholarship for Excellence was the first named scholarship announced by the American Academy of Periodontology Foundation. The AAP Foundation has been honored to work with the Kramer family to administer this scholarship for the past 18 years.